Hey, what's up, you guys? We're here for Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Season 2, Episode 3. We have moved on from the 3 clock towers. Obviously, we're definitely going to be dealing with them more so than that main focus. It's just now we have our introduction to them and all that stuff with Yashiro that has me very concerned. I am not particularly looking forward to the emotional roller coaster that's bound to hit us very soon. So, you know, only time will tell how well I handle that. Going into past me looking back on different series, I can be quite a mess sometimes, so we'll just have to see. Let's move into this episode in the count of 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, she's giving us the rumors again. A perfect spot to ask someone out. Will you make my wish come true? Ooh, we're in biology here with a moke. It's back. Training? Oh, yeah, with Teru. Yikes. He has a lot going on in his mind now, though. So that's part of it. Like he sees that like there's more to this, yeah. Like I get where Teru's coming from in the long run, but there is more to it than just, you know, him being dead already, an apparition, right? They were still people. Doesn't mean we should trust all of them, yes, but this blanketed, just instant hate isn't the word I want to go with, but I'll use it for now. It's not always the best way to approach things. It does keep you detached, though, from anything, because we've seen him get close with even Mitsuba, and, you know. Man, the tower part, that's where I stopped reading, so it's the part that's more fresh in my mind. And the tree with the time. Because, no, I love, like, the thing with Ko is, you know, he is very brass with Hanako, but that's kind of like their dynamic too. And like, even with Hanako saying all of those, you know, negative words and stuff about being, you know, dead, so what does it matter who dies? Like, he still saw how much Yashiro's fate affected him despite all of that. Oh my god, and Yashiro just doesn't know, so she's just like cheerily going along. Romance is a summer vegetable? What? Oh, love has a taste? What got her in such a good mood? She thinks it's a love letter? Okay, so she thinks she's... okay. Oh! This is where they... okay, that was clever. Who? Oh, it's been so long since I've heard your voice, Yako. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I don't think she would appreciate that. Yep. Much more brutal compared to now. But I like, okay, Yashiro, then you be the one who has to oversee that area. Yeah, not everyone wants to see that. Okay, science prep room. The former number 5 spot. Oh! Huh? What's up? Oh. Wait. Voluntarily censored. Well, damn. Yeah. He literally was like, you're a spider, so take these bugs. Okay, so that's, yeah. I can see where you got that mixed up. Oh. Oh. That is a quick way to gather bugs. Just have a fan base. That's not enough of a reason to love them all of a sudden. He can't say in... It's a secret. Yeah. Yeah, sounds about right. Oh my god, you don't even know yet. At least confirm. Take the bugs. I mean, even that. Uh, God damn it, they're cute. I'm sorry. Man, that was wonderfully done, but oh, so cryptic for her. That's that thing of like, when you, even if you know how you're supposedly gonna die, you can't. Oh, no! Mm-hmm. But like I was saying, it's kind of like, even if you know supposedly how you're gonna die, like, sometimes just knowing, so you trying to avoid it, ends up making it, like, that's how it ends up happening. Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Today's future. I want to see what is what. Wait. What? Excuse me, what? Now that art is just cute. Just missed each other. God. Anyways, back to what it just said. Also, hopefully my internet doesn't die again. Oh, it's the tree! Thick ankles. Wow, that's fucking rude. Oh, it's more romance. Yeah, I forgot. The confession tree. Yeah, so confession. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what did she change this one to? Ooh, okay, murder. Okay, sorry. Yeah, he's doing a lot of loitering, it seems. Oh, he's drawing in the dirt. Yeah, you guys keep slipping by. Bizarre object. What? Wait. What was that thing called? Hanitaro. Yeah. She looks like so done. Um, is this how you have to repent? What has Teru done to you? Yeah? Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh. Yikes. Okay. That's not even entirely your fault, though. I mean, kinda, meh. Okay. Yeah. Woo! Oh, yeah, no, I won't. I won't. Glasses, he doesn't see them. Oh my god, what happened? Hmm. Oh, he's getting destroyed. But other times... This is not the time. No. Okay, the moke really did kill him. Tragic. Mm-hmm. That he does, yeah. He does seem to know a lot, yeah. Now that's fucked up. Okay, he just pointed out facts that you're very aware of everything going on. You're very sensitive to that stuff. Okay? I'm sorry you didn't want to get called out. Oh, looking at the moon again. Mm-hmm. Oh, it has a heart on it. Okay, have you read it? Okay, Hanako, are you gonna, like, break her... Okay. It does say, please marry me. That is not meant for you. Or maybe? I don't know. Oh, that really threw him off. Oh. You can't know yet. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a cute way of depicting this. 2, 1. Oh! Oh, wait. I do remember this, but Yashiro, be very careful. I'm so tense all of a sudden. You took him out. There you go. No, it's not. Oh. Oh, come on. Come on. I hate when they do that. Come on, Yashiro. Tell me exactly what he just whispered to you. She's gone. Hey, to be fair, the future thing you saw was her decision. Now, I know that, yeah, about the love letter. Knew it! I knew it! I'm sorry, Yashiro. I have faith for you, but yeah, oh my god, the romance is a summer vegetable. Ko, you don't even understand the context of this situation, okay? Oh. The bean. Okay, yeah, no. So that little bit that I saw that cut off when she ends up going to look for him goes straight into this episode. That's what I noticed in the moment. And again, sorry about the random cut. Hopefully I edited it fine. Never expect the internet to just cut out on me. This did grow on me real quick. Anyways, where to begin? I would almost want to start like the chronological order, because this is a big, like, for the most part of the episode was a majority of like Yashiro. Like, so we had Teru's point of view again, where he definitely is on the side of like they're all bad. And, you know, it is his job to, like, keep them in check and get rid of them when necessary. And so, honestly, even his point of view, maybe even without knowing the whole Yashiro situation, it is a thing of, like, what can he do to ensure, like, the people's safety? Because that's part of his job. Because... I mean, let's face it, if Hanako and no one else seems to know of a way to break this inevitable fate of Yashiro passing, you know, how would he have one as well? So it's more of a just precarious situation of watching over her and keeping tabs on the apparition that she is closer with and all of that. But, like, through it all, I always comment mainly on their, like, all of their dynamic. It's really what made me fall in love with this show, is just the relationships between all the characters. So, you know, sometimes I don't go into theory making, I just talk about what's happening in the moment. So, there's that little disclaimer for any further discussion. But going in, so, like, you know, obviously this whole time we have Ko, like, training, obviously, because he's just always wanted to get stronger, but on his mind, too, during all of this, we have Yashiro's fate now weighing on his shoulders, while also, again, like, it was a very heated moment we had between him and Hanako last episode, but it is always cool to see when they notice, because, you know, obviously we have Yashiro noticing a lot of, like, cracks in Hanako's very, you know, cheerful facade, but, you know, even though Ko was in the moment getting, you know, obviously, rightfully heated about what Hanako was saying and basically going, you know, we need to just, there's no hope in saving her. All we can really do is make sure her last days are happy and a fun adventure and all of that. But, you know, he can't hide this initial just absolute sadness and, you know, devastation. You know, it may get covered up with a more very blunt, cold indifference, but it's not his true feelings and emotions behind the action. But then we have obviously Teru just going, you know, I trust you to handle this. And it's honestly for the sake of Yashiro, but also a bigger for the sake of his younger brother, given the attachment and being like you said, sometimes ignorance is bliss. Not knowing, not engaging is so much better than, you know, actually getting to know them or speak with them on any level. It breeds hesitation for if something does happen and you do need to take action. Like, now that you have in your mind, like, all of these moments of normalcy and friendship, it could lead to weakness in the moment, which could really bite you in the ass later on. But yeah, going, I know you'll regret it, because we don't know how this is going to go either, even if it's more on a standpoint of, like, things happening, because Mitsuba, you know, a big point in the episode, just, like, I hate seeing Hanako sad. I'm sorry, that's bugging me so much. But yeah, again, like, we see what happens when he does get close to an apparition, and unfortunately things just don't work out. There's no saving him, and he has to witness something very sad. Obviously we do have Mitsuba back, just in a limited capacity. He has no memories, but, you know, that's not gonna remove any of what he went through or had to see. And I miss Mitsuba. We've been getting some reminders of him, but in the painful way, like the painful memories. But obviously, going to the professor here to kind of help him get answers, or at least find more info out. It's such an interesting concept, too, because we do have the book. So, theoretically, we can see what goes down, what happens to Yashiro to lead to her death. But, as we see, he aptly only showed Ko the day, like the current day, being like, yeah, here, read this one. And it's just saying the first kiss moment. Because it is true, like, there are a lot of times in people trying to, like, stories and tales of people trying to dodge their death by, like, you know, avoiding the thing that they were told will kill them or be the death of them. You know, you end up hearing ways that, like, through doing that, it ends up happening so much quicker because it's exasperated, or, like, things, like, it ends up the same way, but, like, the circumstances behind it, like, are just completely different. It's like, just knowing the prophecy kind of makes it worse. And in this sense, it's Ko finding it out, but would that make things worse it's hard to tell. Messing with future events is actually ridiculously scary because you never know what your actions will do to affect the outcome. Like, most of the times, like, they're unfortunately telling us, it's like, it doesn't work out. Like, you can't change that. Like, in other stories, it's like, maybe you saved them the day of, but, like, immediately the next day, or, like, you know, you can't actually stop it, you only delayed it for a moment. So, like, we would have to really come up with a solution here. Otherwise, even if we could push back our time a little bit, we still can get fucked over. So, it's such a touchy place to be. And, you know, seeing how hard he's trying to make this right. Oh, well, actually here, trying to make this right. But they're all getting close to Yashiro, you see here. Like, all of them obviously know the fate. And in his case, he cares about Hanako as well and knows how close she is to him and how much she means to him. So in this moment here, just her genuine brightness, the fact that she's searching for him and, like, just seeking out his company. Like, obviously she says, I have something to brag about. Like, she's trying to brag about this love letter she's getting. But, like, you can clearly tell she values her friendship with him. She cares about him. Like, you don't just simply suddenly go, I really want to know more about him, you know, and, like, you worry about him. You don't suddenly, like, think back to, like, the little charm to make her feel better, a little kiss on the cheek, and go, would that help him? Like, if you didn't care. I completely, like, my brain spaced on that moment, and I can't believe it did, because, like, behind, you know, Hanako's, like, exterior of being, quote, like, the dirty-minded one, you see that he's really innocent. It's just what comes out. And even then, like, you know, that blush is just so... I just hate everything. What the hell, man? I don't like seeing the characters I care about go through this shit. It's so stressful to me. Oh... Yeah, Tsuchigomori sensei, what's wrong? It's like there's so much weighing on them because of this. The smile! Yeah, take them bugs. But this moment too, it was really well done. The lighting... and all of that, and the voice, too. It's so hard for him knowing all of this, but then, you know, having to also kind of keep it in the dark and not let her think something's horribly wrong. But, like, still wanting to let her know that, you know, he's there, like, hey, if you need anything, please come to me for help. Like, I got you. Mm-hmm. But then him, yeah, getting... Yeah. She's so precious. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm a weak person. Of course Yako's coming. Yeah. Yako doesn't want to be at the staircase. Mm-hmm. Nothing will change the future. Death will come for that girl. If it's her destiny. Who the fuck is writing this destiny? Like genuinely. It's so upsetting. Like, what has she done to deserve this fate of dying at such a young age, you know? Like, it's just everything about this destiny is so awful and just dumb. It's like how I feel about poor fucking Mitsuba. It's like... Fucking Mitsuba. I don't want to give up, yeah. And then him here, you know, like, he does care too. But, like, for all of them right now, the current reality is it's physically impossible. You can't do anything about it. But he's still, like, in a way going, hey, I can share a little. And it just leads to... It leads to the kiss revelation. Yeah. But yeah, so even though he can't go into the library, he's still able to, like, you know, get the info if he needs to. Which does make sense. Today's future. Obviously a way for him to kind of dodge a little bit of the more heated info of how or why she dies. But, you know, it is an amusing moment for his reaction here when he reads what's on the page. I had a similar reaction. Just, what? I mean, hey, I had that same thought, man. My brain just was not working for me. Try to stop it if you want. It is a good, unfortunately, a good example of that case of you can try to stop it if you want, but it won't really do anything. Like, so it is also him giving a subtle way of saying, like, hey, if it's already written down, if that's what fate has set out for her, that's what's gonna happen. So it's a more light but very heavy way of showing him, like, the reality of it. Even if in this case it's something much more minor and even the wording is more exaggerated than realistically what even happened. But yeah, no, that is more of what he was trying to do, is give him almost like a reality check, just in a light way. Which, thinking of it that way too is a little bit more upsetting for, like, our odds of, you know, helping Yashiro as, like, in any way possible. Just knowing that for something as simple as, like, stopping Hanako and Yashiro, like, you know, having a kiss on the cheek moment. And, like, no matter where, like, how fast he was running, we all know that Ko had to have been running at full speed trying to find them. You know, it took him till after the incident happened. Though he wasn't there for the, you know, conversation of where Hanako was, so it is also lack of info. But that just proves the point of you can't change it. Even if you're, like, doing everything in your power to do it. But yeah. He, like, goes bolting out, crashes into things, and yeah. Today's big event. Nene and Hanako-kun's first kiss. Technically, if he already gave you a charm to, you know, make you feel better, you know, a kiss on the cheek last time, is this really your first? I guess it would be from, like, Yashiro to Hanako. Like, that would be the first, I guess. If we're going by that standard and that phrasing. And again, this art, yeah, just miss each other. Like, as Hanako's kind of going about his day, obviously more mellow with, like, everything that's been revealed. And, you know, he did have a moment of, even though it was reversed, like, there was a chance of reversing it for now, he did briefly experience what's right now probably his worst nightmare, with Yashiro having her remaining time sped up for that moment. So, you know, he has a lot to think about, like Ko's declaration of, you know, needing to, like, he will find a way, he has to help Yashiro, you know, and Hanako kind of trying to wrangle in the hope, because, like he says, you know, it's like Ko's, like, making him, like, want to hope, like, giving him a little hope. But, you know, him not wanting to completely buy into it, just in case, you know. Right now, the odds are still more likely pointed to us not being able to stop anything. But that sliver of a chance is what he wants, but he can't get too hopeful on. But then just Yashiro, seeing her, like, you know, we have Ko clearly with a lot going on in his mind. Like, you can tell, like, there's an air of, like, weight to him. And then you have Hanako literally, like, whereas, you know, sometimes he would seek Yashiro out just to, like, playful banter and whatnot. He actively was just going to these, like, calm places. Like, even the garden where, you know, like, Yashiro pointed out, like, that's where my club is. Just all of these more calm places ending with the roof to, you know, view the moon and just kind of see the sights there. Just more mellow, quiet places. Because it is very odd. Usually I imagine, like, I'm used to Yashiro, like, barely having to search for Hanako. It's almost like he's totally willing and ready to have a conversation with her, like, waiting for it. But he unintentionally, like, very unintentionally, was basically avoiding her for most of the day. Like, it was very circumstantial, like, just barely missing each other, but that's almost what happened. Like, that's what it felt like for a moment. Even though you know that wasn't quite the intent. But then, yeah, no, just going back to the way she rewrote the rumors, too. Like, she had to make them less lethal and crazy. Like, you know. Like, so it makes sense. But I forgot the way she handled them. Like, I don't know how Yako handled any of that. Like, I certainly would not be able to sit there at that staircase every day dealing with that situation. No. That's just not in my, pay grade. You could not pay me enough. But, with the tree, too, feeling so insignificant and, like, powerless. It's like, well, to be fair, yours was also pretty scary. But you could have had a much... Well, actually, you enjoyed the romance bit, so it's actually quite fair for Yashiro to do that. I just love that as he's complaining, because, you know, of course he has to mention Yashiro's ankles. Just, you can... Yeah, Yashiro's just like, I will fucking pour this weed killer on you, you weed. Like, she's not playing around. It's like, hey, stop it. Don't do this, or I will fight. I will fight back. I could have done worse. Sorry. It's mandatory Artemis tries taking over the video. To be fair, it's like 5 a.m. now. But yeah, he was loitering around. Like, everywhere she goes as she just misses him, she finds out that he's been kind of down and, like, just kind of chilling, seeming listless. And then her face, too, here, too, when she realizes she just missed him again. But, yeah. Finds the bizarre, little thing, which turns out to be, Akane's. Go figure. And then find poor Akane. Like, you know, I guess technically he is definitely partly at fault for some of the stuff that happened within the last few days. The last day. So, you know, I understand. And he's probably the only one Teru can rightfully, like, easily get to punish for the mishap and all of that. But this seems a bit overboard, if I'm being honest. It seems a little extreme. You know, but I imagine Teru deals with a lot of Aoi-inspired rants, so what do I know? Maybe this is completely fair judgment and all of that, and I'm just being a little too nice. But, you know, he does ultimately get freed, and then we have stuff with Teru. Again, like, I did briefly cover the conversation, but, you know, the notion of, not, you know, getting involved and connected to these apparitions, even those simple ones, even like the moke and all of that. Sorry. She is, being a menace. But, like, because you see it even with how he's treating, Akane. I would say he's obviously definitely going easier on Akane than if he was a full-on apparition. If he was an apparition and that stuff just happened, Teru probably he'd be gone. But it's still this way of being like, you know, they're tricksters, you know. They may in this moment seem like friends and friendly, but they're actually, you know, just almost malevolent in a way. Like, they're always up to something. you'll never truly know if it's like a good thing or absolutely bad thing. So it's just an interesting thing going on. And like he is trying to portray this to Yashiro in a very calm way. Also direct, but we know Yashiro, she's much more open, which can sometimes is a good thing, other times can be bad. And so she struggles to understand the notion of just like basically going into these things sometimes with like blatant distrust. Like, you know, there are times where it's very obvious that things are kind of dangerous and you shouldn't like just listen to everything you're being told. But like in situations like with the Moke or even Hanako, given how she, you know, has spent time with him, it's a little hard to like always think of the situation with a little bit of a danger cap. I'm explaining this thought very poorly. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's nice to see Teru still help her with it, even if it's more so for the reason of like him not really knowing a way to actually help her. Yeah, Akane's gonna deal with the situation of what just happened for a decent bit, even after the absolute beatdown he got from the Moke. It's so funny, they're more like calm and like literally not affecting him whatsoever because of the glasses. And in the minute that his resonance is back up, they're able to beat the shit out of him. Yeah. The best defense is like not knowing. Ignorance is bliss. And then she goes into this, but Minamoto's senpai is just too cool when he's being deep. Ignoring all deep meaning behind it and just absolutely loving him. Yashiro, you might need to fix that a little bit. Like, he is cool. He scares me. I think I'm more in the boat of he scares me, but, you know, you do you. They're literally eating him alive. Yeah. I have no way of protecting her. Yeah. But again, we go to Hanako here. And, you know, we've been seeing more and more moments of him in this more contemplative state. Like, not super all there. Like, his focus is definitely waning a bit. Like, you can tell he's very deep in his thoughts. But it's always worrying when that happens, though. And it always goes back to, in some way, he's looking up at the sky. But yeah, I can't... Yashiro, you need to pay attention to these things. You say it wasn't signed, like, or addressed to anybody, but, like, Hanako was able to spot it, like, instantly. Which, you know... He's kind of holding it out towards her, too, in this moment. Hold on. But I was gonna say, you know, part of his silence here in the moment is everything going on, but it might actually be, like, he noticed it was signed, and he was gonna say something about it right in the moment, but he didn't know how to. Obviously, he did after the fact, but that was after what... You're always teasing me about my daikon legs. Hold on. I've got more charm than you give me credit. Hey, you know, he gives you some credit. But yeah. Like, he's out of it, but then obviously he knew the name was there. Oh. Yeah, and then Yashiro just thinking it's the Yorishiro. That's not the only reason. Again, like, more stuff she can't know. It feels so wrong having her also out of the loop. Like, you really have to drag it out of him to get him to open up. Or we have a Tsukasa moment. That would get him to speak up a little bit. But again, this is so cute. Nene's, Nene's theater, like, in her mind here. And just with the puppets again, which we see a little bit of in the ED. The charm to make me feel better. Maybe that's the key. I just love this whole moment. That's kind of why I'm going through it like this. Sorry. On one hand, I'm smiling. The other, obviously, if we're thinking, like, linking it back to the book, and, you know, that they're trying to prove the book wrong, I'm scared. But in the moment, I'm just going to keep smiling, and we'll just file the, you know, impending doom info later. And he clenches here. And it takes him a bit before, oh, the music here, it's always when there's calm moments. Okay, I could be wrong. I genuinely have to rewatch season 1 if, this thought is pretty true. There might have been moments where this played even in the Mitsuba episode with Ko. But I swear this music is usually played when there's a moment with Hanako and Yashiro. Again, like, it's usually during pretty intense, like, moments in this sense. So, like, that's why I'm saying it could have happened in the Mitsuba one as well. But I feel like a majority of the times I hear this track in particular, it's something with Yashiro and Hanako. And then, yeah, she looks over. His poor face. Like, he's just bright red. You know, that completely threw him off. Like, it's one thing if he's the one who does it, you know, he's able to control it, he's expecting it. And then to have someone like Yashiro, okay, she's not one to do something like this in this case, especially because, you know, she's usually fawning over all of these quote-unquote, like, handsome guys. And then, you know, she's always been, like, towards Hanako. Obviously, one time we did get to see her go, what if Hanako looked like that? And, like, she, like, got up this different version of him. But, you know, she's obviously been very, like, whenever Hanako does something quote-unquote flirty, she's always kind of avoided and pushed him away, been like, you're just joking and that. And then she's, like, in this moment, thinking back of this, you know, charm, as Hanako put it, and it's like, hopefully, like, maybe this will help him. I want this to help him. And, you know, obviously, he wasn't expecting it. Which is, you know, cute in its own sense. And he can't hide that reaction completely. But obviously, she's gonna get self-conscious as well. You're not stupid. That was a good idea. It was a good idea. I'm just emotional. Oh, no. Oh. This is gonna be rough. This season's lining up to be fucking rough. He's so good, but so rough. And he's about to cover it up to be, like, very kind of playful in how he points out that the letter's not meant for her, but yeah. You can't go rushing into things like that and then mentioning she's a girl and all of that, which really gets her more embarrassed. But, like, this is a genuine sweet moment between the two. Obviously, again, we have the reminder of that this was basically foretold. Wording a little bit funny, but it was foretold, and Ko comes in to kind of break up the moment. He finds Yashiro melted into an absolute puddle, and you know, we're gonna have to deal with the aftermath of that. But I think I'm gonna call it here. I want to do my best to get this up to you guys on time, so I'm not gonna stall it too much longer. Anyways, let me know what you thought about this episode, and just like how every character's kind of taking it in. Now that her fate's been kind of unveiled, and we're kind of seeing it more in how the apparitions are, you know, acting, and even the other characters, obviously, like Teru and Akane seems pretty chill still, given everything, but he was even when he heard it the first time, because he probably figured and knew, given his situation in particular. But, you know, because even Yako coming in, like, yes, she probably 100% came in to complain about the new rumor, having to deal with all those lovey-dovey couples constantly 24/7. But then also, like, just with everything out and with how Hanako was acting, like, all of them seem to have noticed it, given how much loitering was happening with Hanako. So, I feel like they're all thinking about the situation in their own way. Maybe not all of them. Like, you know, I doubt the trees really like that. It's just the select ones where Yashiro, like, really had a moment to connect and, like, share her thoughts with. Like she did with Tsuchigomori sensei, too. Because you see him, like, when he pats her head and then asks her to, you know, look out for him and all of that. It's just, like, characters like that who know her personally and have, like, interacted in a normal space where there's less, you know, certain doom to happen. Like, it's definitely more somber. The mood's more somber. We still have our hijinks, funny moments, but clearly something's wrong. Whether or not Yashiro will pick up more and more on things happening, and maybe if there seems to be, you know, a certain cause, we'll just have to find out in later episodes. But with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you have a great day or night, whenever the heck you're watching this. And I'll see you all on the flip side. Bye-bye.